Good evening, everyone. It is a terrific Tuesday, and we are here to recap Next Gen NYC. Good evening, Auntie Diva. How you
Hey,
doing?
how you doing? Well, all is well because it's not raining right now.
Right? Ugh,
'Cause the
I don't
rain
know
tried
what
to
all the
beat me up
rain
yesterday. It was like
everywhere.
poo on my
Yeah,
this. But you know what? In Jersey, blessings and prayers out to all those people in Jersey. It's a lot of flooding. People
wow.
have bad flooding. I'm very fortunate that that is not my story, but it was bad for a lot of people. Very bad.
Yeah,
People got flooded basements. It's bad for a lot of people. But I'm
yeah. We
very
want,
fortunate. That's not my story.
we want to send our condolences to Texas too. You know, they had that really bad storm. So many people lost their homes, lost loved ones and family. It's a lot of tragedy going around in the world. But you know what's a good thing? We come in the building to help the people smile and laugh,
Yes,
and
we
to
do.
just give you an hour or so of just a little bit of joy. So
Just a
that's a
little.
beautiful thing to be able to come through to do.
We try.
We try, listen,
We
and I
do.
think we don't try, we do, honey. We do,
Okay,
okay?
okay. We do. Okay, come on. Let's
Do.
pat ourselves on the back. We do what we do.
Hello,
Hello.
period.
Look, okay. Yes, we do. You are correct. We do.
But
Mm,
listen, people, we are here to recap Next Gen NYC Season 1, Episode 6, Boardwalk of Shame. Okay? You
mm.
know, Diva, we are on Episode 6. Um, we are on our cash trip at this point. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
at first I thought they were going to maybe do more than 8, but then I realized we're at our cash trip on Episode 6. So we'll probably will get 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Um, so far, I'm rooting for a season 2.
Oh, listen. Hands down. Hands down. Give them
Mhm.
all the contract. Send a
Yeah.
letter in the mail. Give them the check.
Yes.
Hands down. They deserve. Listen. They deserve a season 2 more than Roa deserves a season 17.
Hello.
If we
Hello.
gonna talk about it.
Listen, I watched a few Roa recaps after we went off yesterday, and a lot of the people were not pleased with part 1. They said it was
Yeah,
lackluster, it was boring, it was slow.
it
Um,
was.
now Cynthia said on her podcast, Humble Brag, that part 2 was supposed to pick up because she even said that part 1 was slow and she didn't understand what was going on. So, but she said it's supposed to pick up in part 2. So I don't know. I
All
guess we'll
right,
wait
50.
and see.
All right, 50. Listen, I like her podcast name, Humble Brag. That's cute.
Mhm. It's,
That's
it's it's a beautiful podcast, very
okay.
positive. You know that they had their messy moments, but for the
Right.
most part, very positive, very fun. You know, just a good time. So
I like
y'all
it.
go there and check them out. They're on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, uh, Spotify, all of the places you can get your podcasts at. So go check them out, people. It's a great podcast.
Oh, they big time.
Oh no, they big time. No, they get their contract, honey. They getting their contracts and their money. Okay, look, they
Oh,
so good. They forgot to tell the people to like and subscribe, and they got 16,000 subscribers.
well, hey, listen, I ain't mad at them. Okay, I got to go over there and do my subscribing. But
Yes.
shoot, not
Nene just did
for
an interview with them
Spotify.
last week.
Huh?
Nene just did an interview with them last week.
I remember you told. You know what I meant to ask you, Royaire? So Peter didn't have to go to jail because he's in the streets.
So I didn't think he had been sentenced yet.
I thought he was sentenced, and
He was.
I thought he was supposed to report a while ago,
Okay.
and he's in the streets. Does anybody know what's going on with that? I figured maybe he got a pardon, maybe some because Nene's about to interview him too.
Yeah, I mean, from the last interview that she did over with Humble Brag, Cynthia said, "Have you heard from Peter?" She said, "Yes, I have talked to Peter. We're supposed to be doing an interview." And she said, "What are your thoughts on his legal situation?" And both of them said that they just want Peter to go in and do his time, get out, and move on. Now, I do know that they just did this interview with Nene. Humble Brag just did this interview with Nene,
Right.
so it's not like an old thing. So
Oh, so maybe he didn't go yet, but I thought he was supposed to.
yeah,
But honey,
maybe.
he's in these streets like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they tell the people, listen, you'll get your sentence today and not have to go in until October. Look, at this point. So, I mean, I don't know.
Listen, let me tell you something. He's doing better than me because let me tell you something. I don't care if I had to do 12 days or 100 days or years. I would be, child, somebody would be feeding me up until the point where they would have to come drag me to that jail. No, the cops would literally have to come to my house and drag me to the jail.
I am literally incapacitated like Wendy was.
That point. Ooh, child, straight up in the hospital will I be.
Okay, I cannot do anything. I can't even think. Okay,
no. So God bless. I mean, okay, so he didn't have to go in yet because I'm like, how is he still in these streets?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Understood. Noted.
Thank you. Look, Raheem has also noted to us that Karen, is being, but Karen being in the media locked up is crazy.
Raheem, you are hilarious.
The difference between Peter and Karen was out here running in the trees and shit, okay? Karen is out here risking people's lives for real. Peter just out here setting up schemes for the people, okay? But
no, I'm with Raheem.
Not immediately. The judge said, "Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go right to jail."
God. Oh my God. Okay, that was funny. That's a good laugh.
Yes,
oh my God. Immediately locked up. She was like, "You gonna be okay, Ray?"
Karen thought she was going home that day.
All right. Okay. Ooh,
but Karen wasn't already in jail, right? She went from house to jail, right?
She went from house to jail.
Okay.
She went from house to jail, yeah.
But then we got to also remember, too, she pushed out her case, 2 years?
She pushed it out, and not only that, she tried to go to the fake rehab, and she pushed out the sentence.
She thought her letter to the judge was going to help her, but it did not.
That judge was like, no, ma'am. That judge was like, no, ma'am. You done played us out enough.
No. He did her just like how Diddy's judge did. I don't trust you in the street. Oh my God. Listen, we are going to jump on into this. Like I said, we are recapping Next Gen NYC. We are live on both channels, Chronicles of the Greyhead Diva and Royaire's World. So make sure you hit the like button on both channels. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. And make sure you share this live with anyone that you know who watches Next Gen NYC or would be interested in watching the recap. So episode 6, Boardwalk of Shame. We are opening up with a couple's luncheon. We are having Amira and Kevin. They are together. We have Ariana and Hudson. And then we have Georgia and Omar. Okay, so this is a couple's little event, if you may. They are heading on a boat for a little boat ride and a little luncheon. It looked like a really nice little scene, a little fun time for the cast to come together. So Brooks's birthday is coming up. And so, they want to plan for everybody to go to the Jersey Shore and go to the casino. Most of them have not been to the Jersey Shore or have been to a casino. So this is the first timer for pretty much everybody. So that is the plan for Brooks's birthday. Dylan, Charlie, and Ava, they're supposed to try to come, but we will find out that none of them made it except for Charlie. He was the only one that was able to come. Georgia expresses that there is no connection between her and Charlie anymore. Last episode, I don't know if you've seen it or not, Charlie and Georgia got into a huge blow up, okay? He disrespected her tremendously. And I love that she also took accountability and said that I said some things that were just irreparable, that I cannot take back. And so, at this point, they are no longer friends. She's moving forward and letting go. Georgia did update the group on Charlie calling her poor because everybody did not know what was going on. So she had to give Amir the update, her boyfriend as well. And I want to say Ariana and Hudson as well had to get a little update as well. The group was in disbelief about the fallout because, we were introduced to Georgia via Charlie as bestie. So, it's kind of like a Kelly and Britt situation almost, if you may. Coming on together as the besties, and now we've fallen out. Amira feels that the first night, and Ariana, they both feel that the first night should be about Brooks, okay? We're going to celebrate Brooks' birthday. We know that pretty much everybody in the group has issues with Charlie, but let's focus on Brooks for the first night, and then the second night we can deal with any other issues going forward. So that was that first scene. Georgia's going to try to do her best to try to make it through the night, without bringing up her and Charlie's issues. And I'm going to throw this scene in as well. Ariana and Hudson, they are hosting Kim at their apartment. Kim is coming to New York to visit. So they're prepping, getting ready, making cookies, making sure the house is clean and in order. And so she will be here, and then they're going to be headed off for their weekend getaway. She did reach out to Gia to see if Gia could come over and, say hey to Kim. Unfortunately, Gia was a little busy, so she could not come, but she will be meeting the rest of the cast in Jersey Shore for that group trip. And then I'm going to just throw this in here because it was small as well. Brooks and his boyfriend, they're planning their year out, okay? So Brooks has calendars across the wall. I said, okay, Brooks, we see you. Because the word said write the vision, make it plain. He caught the vision, okay? So he writing it out and he making it plain. Well, for his year anniversary, he puts a ring on the calendar, okay? Because he said, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
Listen, by 25, he expected to be married and have a child by now, and that is still his goal. But he said he is not having no baby without having a man standing by his side, strong and firm, making sure that everything is held together, okay? Now, his fiance is like, you plan on marriage by our year anniversary? Okay, we're going to see about that. So those were those first 3 opening scenes, if you want to talk about those.
Yes, I will. Okay, so listen. Loving this show, okay? Listen, they all made up for lunch, dinner, whatever they was doing, okay? The table for 6. Like we said, Hudson and Ariana, super cute couple. Love them, okay? Kevin and Amira. Is it Amira? Love them too. Cute couple. Georgia and Omar, you know what? I'm like them too, because the Omar comes in his suits and he's like laid back. It is what it is, okay? So I love it, okay? So like I said, they talk about, well, here's the problem I told you before I'm having with Ariana. Because we know in real time, she had a DUI. Okay? She had a DUI.
Yes.
So all of this drinking, I'm hyper-focused on it, and I'm not liking it.
Oh, I forgot to mention this too. Sorry. Ariana, let's be careful about this gambling, honey.
Ooh.
Now we see where it got your mama. Ooh. We don't want to see you in the same place. Because I want to say she mentioned that she loved the gambling in that scene as well.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, the gambling and the drinking. We're not liking this. Okay. And she said after Brooks' birthday, she's gonna
I'm sorry.
Oh God, I cannot write him.
Oh, sir.
But so she said, after his birthday, she gonna stop drinking. All right, Ariana. I hope next season, because I'm not sure when this was filmed, but I hope next season that we not seeing her order no drinks. And is she 21? She's 21 already?
She just turned 21. Or she was 21 that year. So they filmed all of this last year between June and September.
Okay. I'm gonna let her live right now. So I'll move forward. Okay. They're looking forward to the casino thing. They talk about Charlie. Charlie and this money thing is just horrible. Okay. It's bad. It's not good. I'm not liking it. We're going to see how this thing turns out. But you know what? Charlie just never pays, and they're talking about that. So, you know, that's the situation with that. Now, Ariana and Hudson, you know, in the house preparing for Kim to come, and her core and Gia, so cute. I just think they're all just adorable. I really do just love it. And Gia is another one. She's a cutie pie, right? So I love it. Brooke and his boyfriend. Listen, I love Brooks. Okay. I just want to go over there, you know, just tug at the cheeks and just go back home. But Brooks is adorable. I love him. And listen, you know what? Sometimes you got to let the people know. He told the boyfriend now on 1 year anniversary, he want to be married. He said he don't want to be a baby daddy, and he want kids. So he's not going to raise no kids out of wedlock. Come on, holla at Brooks, okay? So I love him, and the boyfriend is cute too. So all very cute scenes. Loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. I love the opening with the couples. Listen, the young folks is doing better than the housewives. The grown folks can't seem to stay married. These people booed up. Do you hear me? I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I need to go figure out. I need to take the classes for these young people. You have been together 9 years, with on and off 9 years. Brooks and his boyfriend, I think they said they've been together for 2 years. I mean, these are strong numbers that these people are for young ages. I'm like, wow, okay, people. Well, I think they're all cute couples. You know, Georgia and Omar, they're still dating, getting to know one another. But I love their courtship. I'm really enjoying their courtship and just kind of watching that go together. You know, the whole update from everybody, you know, Ariana seems to be still not in a good place in regards to Charlie and his behavior. Now that she's hearing more about what he said to Georgia, it seemed to kind of push her off even more with Charlie. So this really confused me once we get towards the end of the episode with the behavior that she was giving Charlie. Because I was just like, okay, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Brooks and his boyfriend, super cute. I love that Brooks knows what he wants. Brooks is running a business. He's trying to build his own brand. He's helping his mom. He, you know, knows what he wants out of life. And that's a beautiful thing to know at 25 years old. What you want out of life, going for it and getting it. So that was such a beautiful thing to me as well. So we have a little small scene with Georgia. Georgia is touring venues right now. She is going to a bowling alley. We know that last episode she met with Omar and she wants to have a party at a bowling alley, okay? And she wants it fun, sexy, and making money, okay? That's what it's all about, okay? So, you know, she tours this bowling alley. They were pretty much able to meet the standards that she's looking for this party. She wants to have unconventional parties big parties in unconventional spaces. By the age of 30, she wants to have her own event production company. She also wants to write a book. She wants to star in a movie. She wants to start a car company and a hotel chain, okay? Georgia never wants to be broke, okay? This is what it's like to plan out your life and to have a plan, Charlie. This is what it looks like to handle your business, Charlie. And not just be borrowing off of everybody that you can't pay back, robbing Peter to pay car. Okay. So that was that little scene with Georgia. You know, she got along with the bowling alley manager very well. Nice little cute scene. It was fun. So Kim is over. Okay. Kim Zolciak is in the house. Bierman. Or I don't know if that's still her last name anymore. I don't know. So they went and picked up Kim from downstairs. They got all her luggage up. Kim is looking very old. She's done a lot of work. And it's not pleasing to my personally.
Yeah, she's done a lot of work, and she looks like 2 pounds.
Yes. She looks very sickly. I just didn't like it. But so, you know, Kim loves their new apartment. She came up, she toured it. She said, "Oh my God, y'all got it furnished so quickly." Hudson said, we just moved our furniture from Atlanta to here. We ain't spending no money. Hudson said, take a lesson and learn, okay? You move what you got, okay? Stop buying.
And they're young.
And they're young, okay? Whoever Hudson's parents are,
Yo, but you know what though? I forgot what they said the parents did, but yo, he got money for days.
His dad owns Zaxby's.
What's Zaxby's?
It's like a chicken chain restaurant, but it's so good. They have chicken, they have salads, they have shrimp sometimes. Like it's.
Did the dad come up with the chain, or he just?
Yes, he started this chain, and it's been here for 40 years.
Oh well, that's why he made the money.
He got money.
So he's spitting out money. He's tripping over money. He's tripping over money. Yeah.
It's based out of Georgia. Okay. We have one here in North Carolina. They're in South Carolina. I mean, they're everywhere down here in the Southeast area. Gotcha. So they have done their due diligence for sure. Yeah,
okay.
He ain't got a worry in the world.
No, he ain't got no worry, honey. Honey, you could tell, like he's just laid back and cool. I love these two together.
Yes, me too. Yeah. So Ariana said, that Kim would be sleeping on a beanbag, and Kim was like, okay, I haven't slept on it yet, so it is what it is. And then Ariana said, well, I'm just joking. Of course, I'm going to get you a hotel room so that you can be comfortable. Ariana states that she was 21 when she was told that her parents were going to be divorcing, and that Croy was the one who told her and her sister that all of their money was gone. They were broke, and that the brand deals that they worked on all of these years were pretty much for nothing. Everything was gone. Hudson questioned why Ariana did not have her own bank account, a debit card, a credit card, anything in your own name. Kim is praying that someone will buy this $5 million house that she has. At this point, she's ready to drop it to $4 million and just get out. She says she's so unhappy being there and she's ready to move on. Hudson says, yeah, pretty much in the confessional, it's time to move on because Ariana is the one paying the bills, not Kim. But he's keeping his mouth shut because he can't tell grown people how to take care of their home. But it's not Ariana's responsibility to be paying the bills in Kim and Croy's home. And he definitely feels that way. And he has stated that to Ariana several times. Ariana also brought up the fact that, Riley and her are besties again. And that she was able to, see see Candy when she was here. And Kim said, hold on, I know you didn't invite Candy to come with us. I know you did not, because we are not cool. And so, she said, no, she's not here, but we are going to go to lunch with Riley. And so, Kim is still upset because Candy took her to court for the song that she wrote, produced, sang, and toured with you. And you only paid her $80,000. Or excuse me, $30,000, and you made, or no, it was like $5,000, and you made over $100,000. Yes, ma'am. She should have took you to court, and she should have got her money. Ariana also announced that she has found a vendor for her clothing line, and so they are super excited to get that going and started. It was also mentioned, that that ain't the only thing that people are looking out for Ariana for. It was mentioned as well that Charlie has been hitting on Ariana behind her back. And so that was a conversation brought up as well. So we have a little small scene with Charlie and Ava, the two brokies of the group. They're out shopping for a gift for Brooks for his birthday. Charlie has never been to the Jersey Shore before. He said that he feels like it's for the bums and for the lowlifes. But if that's where everybody wants to go, he's going. Ava said that she may not make it because she has a fitting for a brand deal that she has in the Hamptons. And so she needs to give them ample time to be able to get her sizing and the clothing and everything all together. The event is in the middle of Brooks's birthday trip, and she doesn't feel like driving 6 hours for one day. So she's unsure if she's going to come or not. Charlie really wants Dylan and her to come because they are really the only two people that he has an alliance with at this time, that they're still in a good space with. But, Ava says she'll do the best she can to try to make it. Charlie then goes on to flirt with Ava and talk about her boobs and having a baby. And Ava is just like, go away from me with this, please, Apollo. And then we have a little small scene with Gia. She's on the phone with her mom. She's preparing for a photo shoot that she's doing. And so they're just having a little chit chat conversation, nothing serious, nothing really much to mention in that. Gia says the Jersey Shore is what you make it. There's beaches, there's family, there's fun, there's music, there's a good time. But then there's also mobsters and police officers and people getting arrested and foolishness going down. So it is what you make it, okay? So that was that part of those 3 scenes. Anything you want to mention on them?
So Georgia going into the bowling alley, but what I like about Georgia, and she grew on me. Mm-hmm. What I like about Georgia is she does have a plan.
Yes.
She's gonna write a book, own many venues, a car company, a event production, hotel chain, parties. I mean, come on, Georgia, you got to aim high.
Yes.
And honey, she aiming high and she going for it. I like her. So nice scene, and nice that she got along with the bowling alley owner or person or whatever the case may be. Now, Ariana, Hudson, and Kim, Hudson sitting there with all his diamonds and stuff on, okay? In the confessionals, go Hudson, okay? I ain't mad at you and your family with all the money y'all got. Hey, okay? So, but I mean, cute scene. Kim came over, and the fact that your daughter has to get you a hotel is problematic in and of itself too.
Your 21-year-old daughter, and you 50-something, 40-something, whatever
that she got to get. But Kim is super tiny, but you can kind of tell the difference between her and Candy in the thirst, so to speak, because Candy said nothing ill about Kim.
Yes.
Nothing ill about Kim. And the first thing Kim was like, "Oh, you're not gonna force me to have lunch with her. She took me to court. Like, she's still with the okie doke." And Candy didn't bring none of that up. When she just told Riley, "It's none of your business. You go have fun. You and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You and Ariana just have fun, be friends, and all of that. Trying to say." So I just thought that was very lowbrow of her. But when they all met at the restaurant, I thought it was cute. They had a good conversation. Candy and Kim raised some very good children because Riley is just so cool and laid back, and so is Ariana. And Riley, she went to the lunch. It was a good vibe. And, they talked about Charlie. Charlie is messy. For Charlie to say that Hudson has the money he could just put in the 4K is like, whoa.
Right.
I was like, yo, Charlie is out of control. He's so messy. It's a hot mess. And then, of course, we got Ava and Charlie going shopping. I mean, I wasn't surprised. I thought it was hilarious. I said, here they go once again in the street. We have never, at least we seen Charlie in a house, apartment, whatever. We ain't see Ava getting ready in her own place yet. Okay, so they're going shopping for Charlie, and she's pretty much saying how she's not going to be able to go because she has the thing in the Hamptons. But I was curious to see. I was like, usually when somebody has something else to do, they're try to go there and get a little glimpse of film or something. I said it's interesting that they didn't film Ava in the Hamptons, or at least preparing to go to the Hamptons. Okay, but I guess you can't prepare in the streets. So anywho, that was that. But them buying Brooks a gift, I was like, all right, cute, whatever. I got past that. Gia talking to her mom on the phone and photo shoot and asked her mom, was she tipsy? I was dying laughing. Okay, listen, I like the way all of them, the relationship they have with their parents. It's just super, super cute to me. I really, really love it. I'm here for this show. I really, really like this show. I think it's just a great cast. It's a great mix. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm truly enjoying it as well. Like we've been saying, this awesome show. Kim, like you said, your daughter having to pay, or this boy that she's dating, that's not even your son-in-law. Whoever's paying it. It's ridiculous. You got 5 kids at home, 4 other kids at home, however many. What you need to be out here working, putting in your money, putting in your time. You're still upset with Candy because Candy is still rising above all the haters while you falling. Girl, take a lesson from Candy and do better. Get out here and get into your bag. Do something with yourself. Ava and Charlie, they deserve each other. Broke, busted, and disgusted.
Mm.
Why would we travel to the Hamptons with Ava? That would be more money coming out of Bravo's pocket than anything.
Child.
She's lackluster, and I just don't feel like she needs a season 2. It's just not giving what it needs to give.
Now hold on now. We're gonna give her a season 2 for the simple fact that it's hard to really judge somebody off of one season, and we got to give her an opportunity to get an apartment.
I don't want to sit outside in the grass no more watching Ava.
Oh God!
I don't want to go to a restaurant that's not open to watch Ava anymore.
Oh.
I don't want to ride in a golf cart because she don't have nowhere else to go and no car to drive with Ava. I'm sorry.
You over it?
You came on the show with nothing. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Hell, even Ariana and Hudson came on the show with nothing and made something. We on episode 6, Auntie, and you've still given us nothing.
Oh God.
And then you talking about not showing up to the scene. Honey, you need all the checks. You need to show up to every scene that's on the camera.
Mm-hmm. Ava, I tried Ava.
Like she's trying to clock in. I don't feel like she's really trying to do a job. I mean, it's just Ava show up. You pretended to play mad with Charlie for 2.5 seconds after he disrespected you and your fellow sister.
Mm-hmm.
You really did nothing about it. Hell, Georgia's standing on business harder than Ava is. You talked about Ariana. You couldn't back it up. She's just bringing nothing to the show. I'm sorry. I mean, just sometimes some people, you got to take them for who they are the first time and believe them, Auntie. And I believe Ava. She don't have nothing else to give us. Nothing. It's unfortunate. You know, I love to support us, but when we ain't giving our own selves nothing to give, what more can we do?
Oh, okay. Boom. That's that.
This I think it's really, I really want to commend Ariana.
Yeah.
Because to know that your parents have literally robbed you in front of your face and behind your back.
Oh, child.
And to still be doing for them. And I understand that's your parent. Like, I definitely do. Mm-hmm. But I just want to commend her because she does not have to be the way she is. She could be bitter. She could be pissed. She could be upset. She could be not talking to her mom or taken care of. Mm-hmm. But obviously, Kim did a good job raising her daughter at some stage of life.
She
because
did.
The girl is still covering for you when she does not have to at all.
Yeah.
And shout out to Hudson as well, because I'm sure he's pitching in to help Ariana, to help her mom. And that's what a man does.
What's the name of that restaurant again?
Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is paying for Kim. Oh God!
She bless Mo Walker. She definitely will. Definitely will.
Mm-hmm. Every time she's yelling her mom, you know, part of that money is coming from Zach. But Kim, like, it's okay to need something, but it's a difference when you're reckless with your funds, and that's why you need your child. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think that's what's unfair to me, is that she's reckless with the funds.
Yeah, and constantly needing your child. Constantly.
Right. That's right.
And then Gia and her mom, like you said, I thought that was obviously Mama was on a little tipsy on something, because she couldn't get her words together. She was talking about.
Yeah. He was tore up, tore up from the floor up, tore up.
Oh my gosh! So those were cute little scenes. So Ariana, Kim, and Hudson, they go to Little Italy to have dinner together. Okay. So Ariana wants to have a good time while they're all here. You know, she said that her and her mom have had some rough times in these past couple of years. And she just really wants them to get in a good space, you know, so that they can get back to their mommy-daughter relationship that they once had, you know, and move past this whole money thing. Kim hasn't seen Riley in about 12 years, so she's super excited about seeing Riley. Both Kandi and Kim respect the friendship that Riley and Ariana have built, and they are also supportive of it. Even though they don't get along and don't see eye to eye, it's beautiful that they, you know, can be in a place with being okay with their daughters having children. Sometimes people want their children to take the side that they have and be on their side, but it's beautiful that both of them are mature enough to allow Ariana and Riley to have a friendship and a connection together. So I thought that was very sweet. Riley comes in and joins the crew for lunch. Kim welcomes her with open arms. It was just a beautiful moment. I thought that was just super, super cute. I love Kandi and Kim welcoming both of the opposite daughters in, just embracing them and loving on them. I just love that. Ariana shares with Kim that they went out in NYC and that Charlie ran up a bill, a part of them totaling almost over $14,000. Okay. Kim said, girl, I'm gonna call your mama. Riley had to already let her know, listen, my mama already know. And she's already pissed because I'm out here spending money on a man, you know, who's bringing girls into the group and ain't even paying his part. So you inviting other people into the group that ain't even paying their part, and you not paying your part either.
Messy boobs.
Talking about Hudson can pay it, it's just $4,000. Who are you to count anybody's pocket, sir, when you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of? Kim said that this is what we call a financial predator, okay? He's just going to take your money and move on to his next victim to get who he can get.
She ought to know.
Look, she know, because she won too, okay? I said, take one to know one.
When she was talking, I was like, and when she said, believe a person the first time when they first show you who they are, I was like, right message, wrong messenger.
Literally.
Oh, God, I was like, she nervy with that.
The nerve. So, you know, Riley shares that Charlie talked about Ariana being hot as well. And that, you know, there was also a conversation with Ava saying that he was Ariana if given the opportunity. So he don't care about Hudson at all. Him and Hudson, as far as Hudson was concerned, him and Charlie were trying to build a rapport with one another, build a connection, build a friendship after they had, you know, gotten over their little issues. Well, now Hudson sees things totally different, okay? And he is standing 10 toes down that this is his girl, and he dares Charlie to try to do what he need to do because he gonna handle it, okay? Ariana also shares that, you know, they're going away for the B-Day in Jersey Shore, and that unfortunately Charlie is coming. Riley is not the most excited about that either because, you know, she's still got her issues with him. You know, Kim said, you got to believe people for who they are the first time as you believe. And like you said, right word, wrong messenger. So that was that scene with them. Brooks is packing. He's getting ready to head out to the Jersey Shore. Brooks calls Ava to see, you know, how many bags he needs to bring. Ava says she's bringing one bag of carry-on. That's all she needs. And that's because Ava ain't planning to come. So listen to Ava. You need to call somebody else.
That part.
And then she did say that she will be only there for one day because she will be at this Hamptons party. Georgia, she's packing as well. Now she's packing unclean clothes. I'm like, Georgia, the minute that I have a moment to just really be with you, you just come and mess it up every single time. Girl, go wash your clothes. Amir said that she's not excited about going to the Jersey Shore. Okay. She's been all around the world in many different places and many different lands. And the Jersey Shore is not one of them that she's excited about, but she's going. And then I'm going to throw this little scene in here as well because it's just all kind of just small. Ariana and Hudson, they're packing. They're getting their stuff together. Hudson, you know, he's got beef with Charlie. Okay. He does not appreciate Charlie talking about his girl. He says that he's not a jealous man, but what you will not do is disrespect his relationship, okay? Him and Ariana have been together on and off for 9 years, and this is his girl, and she ain't going nowhere, and he dares Charlie to test the waters because he's going to give it what needs to be given, okay? You know, he also says that he loves his jewelry. Now, we see Charlie in the confessionals hating, talking about Hudson is too rich to be having all these diamonds on and carrying all this. Sir, as I said earlier, you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. You don't have a job till the first. Why are you worried about what anybody got on or wearing? Because the minute your daddy stop paying your rent, you're going to be out on the streets just like Ava, filming on the corners of New York. So those were those little scenes.
Yeah, like I said, the lunch was really cute. I thought it was really nice. I love the way that both of them told their parents, like, the story about Charlie and them getting beat, getting got for the Charlie is so jealous. Charlie, the worst person to be around is a person that did not find their way. Do you know what I'm saying?
At the drive-through window, okay?
Listen, maybe because she gonna be family soon, she could be an assistant manager. Let her be a supervisor or assistant manager. Child, listen. So I just like that scene. I thought it was really cute. I thought the dinner was nice. I thought it went well. I liked the conversation. And I like Hudson a lot. Hudson is just he's a really cool person. I wonder if he has siblings, but he's just yeah. I would love to see his parents. He's a really, really cool person. And although he has his money, he's not arrogant
at all.
He's not arrogant. He's very humble. They just, those two are just very sweet souls. Every now and then people luck up in the world and they meet their person. I think those two, they're it. Yeah. They're it. They're very good to each other. I like these two. And they're smart, right? He didn't get crazy. He said, I brought my furniture from Atlanta.
Hello.
And they made it work up in that apartment in there. Now, these two dogs is a bit much for me, but hey, that's what they want to do. Too much. And they big dogs too in that apartment.
I love their dogs. They not finna leave their dogs nowhere. Okay?
Hell no, I couldn't do it with them dogs. But it was a cute lunch. It was a cute scene. And I really loved it, right? Georgia packing and her packing and smelling the clothes. Georgia's another one, but at least she does have a place to stay that she really don't have that much money. But because, honey, later on when they're at the Jersey Shore and I saw her nails, I said, "Oh, Georgia."
Listen, but Georgia got a plan, though. Okay, she got a plan at least.
She got a plan, so I'm gonna lean off of her because she got a plan. But she could have stopped by, knowing she's about to go to the Jersey Shore. She could have stopped by the nail salon and got a $2 manicure, something. Ask the people to hook her up. I don't know, girl. Do something. Ask Bravo for advance.
Oh my God.
And I get a couple $100 out of my check. You're about to pay me and go get them nails done, sweetie. You on TV.
Buy now, pay later.
Ooh, not trying to get a free manicure. But yeah, so the packing scenes, was cute and everything. It was what it was.
Yes. I love, and I know we keep talking about them, but they are just the stars of the show, really. Hudson and Ariana, I really enjoyed them. The defensiveness that he stepped up to defend his relationship, to defend his girl. Like, I was just like, oh, this is a good man, Savannah, okay?
She know it, though.
Yeah, Ariana, please don't do this man the way your mama did Croy, because he's a good man.
Yeah.
Honor him, respect him, love him, cherish him, girl. Because and they come few and far between. And he got some money too, girl. He not only good in the pockets, but he a good person, girl.
Yeah, he's a good person.
Hold on to him like you hold on to Jesus, okay? Hold to his hand. God's unchained your hand. Hold on to Hudson's hand.
Yeah, hold on. He's a good man. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good man. But overall, like you said, Ariana and Kim and Riley, that was a beautiful scene, all of them together. Oh, speaking of Riley, hold on. Did y'all see this?
The boyfriend?
Yeah. You seen it? Oh, do you have thoughts? Oh, okay. Well, if y'all don't know, Riley posted a picture on her Instagram after headed to the Cowboy Carter tour with her and her boyfriend, or this guy that she's allegedly dating, possibly. You know,
but Candy was at the concert too, because later on I saw a picture with her and Candy.
Yeah,
I don't know if he went or he just took a picture. And
I don't think he went. This looks like prior to going to the concert.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, okay, girl, we see you. I'm always here for somebody that's in love. Okay. This is a gorgeous young lady, just beautiful. So beautiful.
She is. She really is.
So yeah, shout out to your new boo, girl. Hopefully that goes well for you. We can see him next season if all goes well. So we're headed down to the Jersey Shore. In car 1, we have Chloe, which is Charlie's, Brooks' sister, Brooks and Charlie. And then in car 2, we have Riley, Hudson, Ariana, Imara.
Everybody else packed into the second car.
Right. I was like, well, what was supposed to happen was Ava and Dylan were supposed to show up. But we see that Dylan moved out of Charlie's apartment. So it looks like that friendship is no longer intact, possibly. And then, like we said, Ava told us that she wasn't showing up. So we already knew, so it just kind of left the cars awkwardly, you know, and they probably picked them up in different locations, so they probably couldn't switch cars. So yeah, that's
I was like, yo, what is it? Well, I said, this is what's going on here. Like, why is everybody else packed in the other car and these three are just chilling with all types of room?
Which I thought was very interesting because we opened up this season with Brooks having an issue with Charlie because of Chloe. So it was very interesting that all the three of them ended up in the same car together with everything that happened earlier this season. I was like, this is messy. This is tea. But okay. So, you know, we get there. Ava is having a meeting. And so she said that she'll be there later on, you know, a few days later, after her event. Dylan is not coming because he has moved out of Charlie's apartment, so he's getting his own life together. Gia and her boyfriend, Christian, they arrive first at the home, and so they take the elevator on upstairs and, get them a little house tour and go pick out their room. Charlie is excited to see Ariana and Hudson, really, because everybody else he's pretty much had a fallout with. He's no longer in good standings with Riley. He's no longer in good standings with Georgia. I guess he's still maybe in good standings with Amari. Him and Amari haven't had any real run-ins, but I don't see that lasting long because I can see him being homophobic as well. So it's just a matter of time before he says some homophobic stuff to offend her as well. Let's see. Riley talks about her mom being pissed at her with the friend group about the whole paying the bills situation and Charlie inviting his friends over into the group. Georgia feels that Charlie has now been outnumbered. The numbers are stacked against him, and he doesn't really have any friends to pull on or to talk to. Well, while she's talking about him, guess who she receives a text from? Charlie himself. And Charlie wants to know, hey, are we in a good space? Are we talking? Are we not? I know we had a blow up. Where are we at with that? Okay. Georgia, trying to check the temperature, if you may. Georgia is not in a place to receive it from Charlie. She's not here for Charlie. She is done with Charlie. So, Ariana still wants to stick to the plan of making the first night about Brooks, his birthday, going out, having fun. And then after that, we can deal with any issues outside of that. So the cast, half of the cast gets to the house. They pick out their rooms. Brooks is scared of sharks. So apparently he got a shark app out here to go out in the ocean, I guess, to be able to detect sharks. And then he has ordered some yarn and some crocheting sticks because he wants to have a crochet party. I said, Brooks is my friend for real in real life, okay? Because I'm here for the crochet party, all right? I'm all the way here for it. Riley, Ariana, Hudson, and Georgia, they go to the grocery store to do some grocery shopping. They spend about a little bit over $400, so they'll be able to split that between everybody except for Charlie, of course, because he doesn't have any money. Gia has made seafood for everybody. Unfortunately, Amara can't eat the seafood, so she's got to order food. The rest of the cast get to the house, they get to their room, they get changed, they go out to the beach, they have a little fun moment, and then they go to get ready for Brooks's birthday dinner and the night at the casino. So I'm gonna stop there because the next scene is our last scene and it's pretty big. So if you have anything to say about that, we can talk about that. You on mute, boo.
Thank you. The ride there was interesting, you know, like the two different cards or whatever. And pretty much, you know, Charlie just, you know, I know Charlie is a mess, but in some ways, shape or form, I do feel for him. You know, it's just messy. The house is nice. And the second car riding down, I thought their conversation was interesting too. You know, just talking about how, you know, still how they're gonna, you know, Gia was assisting, you know, like not Gia, they was assisting, like, you know, talk to Charlie, is gonna be a conversation with Charlie. Georgia says, you know, talks about the text, how Charlie texts her, and I get it. Unfortunately, when people are mad, they say things, but you can't take back things you said. And he went really, really far with Georgia. But not only that, saying that he would slap her, she was a guy.
Me. That's a threat.
Yeah, it was just too much. And I can understand how she's saying, like, I can't come back from that. Well, we'll learn that, you know, later on or whatever the case may be. But he was trying to at least have a friend in the building before he got there. Like, that's why he texts Georgia, and I get it. But honey, you a day late and $1 short. You should have been trying to get in her good graces way before y'all pulled off. Yeah. So, you know, he tried it and she didn't accept it. She was like negative and no.
And rightfully so.
And rightfully so. So it, you know, it is what it is. So other than that, you know, with that scene, because they also, I don't know if you're going to add it, how they went to the supermarket and all that, but yeah, you know, it was what it was.
Yeah. So last scene, closing out, we're headed over to Brooks's birthday dinner. Okay. They are still riding in the cars together. Now look, Brooks got in the trunk because he said he can't deal with it.
Let me back up 1 second, Royaire. I don't understand, because I can't eat seafood because I'm allergic. So when you are hosting an event, you are, and they're young, so I'm not even getting on them. I'm just saying because they're young. But you are supposed to ask everybody about their eating preferences. And they would have known ahead of time that Amara doesn't like seafood for whatever reason, and should have had something there for her. And I don't know why they was making a big deal about the food she ordered. Like, I didn't get that. I'm like, what's the big deal? If I can't eat seafood, why you turn your nose up and acting crazy about what I ordered? I had to order something because I'm hungry. And you talking about, but we about to go to dinner. Well, y'all ate though. Right.
Like, what? I think I think Georgia was in a pissy mood just once she had seen Charlie. I just think she was already gone. So I'm going to see that reflected in this next scene as well that we head into, because she just completely lost her stuff in this next scene. I
was just like, y'all doing too much right now.
Yeah, I thought everybody was doing too much. I also think that, and aggressive is not the word, so I don't want to say aggressive. I feel that Gia, she just be a little too involved. Like you
she turned like she just do too much.
Do too much. Yeah, you're just doing too much.
Too much. Yeah, I was like, what's going on with her? Everybody was kind of being a little weirdish.
Yes. Everybody.
Yeah. So I was like,
let's see what happened next. Brooke and Georgia talk about. So Brooks and Georgia, they talk about this whole speaker situation with Charlie, because Brooks is not really up to date either. So Brooks is in disbelief about the way that Charlie spoke to Georgia, because as far as he's concerned, they came in as friends together. So that threw him aback. Georgia was very moody and very judgy, and talked about Amira's food. So we talked about that. Gia kind of did the same thing too. So it was just like everybody was just kind of in a mood. Like, it was weird. So everyone goes out to the beach. They have a fun time. They come back. They have an hour to get ready and prep for the birthday dinner. Charlie announces that Ava will not be coming to the event tonight. Gia doesn't like the way that Charlie leaves when he is backed into a corner or backed up against a wall. She feels that it's cowardly and he needs to do better with trying to move in a different way. Charlie feels that it's not worth his energy or time to deal with stuff when it's not in his favor, or when it makes him look bad, or when it's not how he wants it to be. Gia feels that Charlie needs to be more self-aware and do better, in handling certain situations and how he says things and how he moves in this group. Brooks is in the trunk, he's doing his little crocheting back there. And he said that he just can't handle the drama. He can't deal with the foolishness. It's just too much. So when the trunk, when they pulled up, he said, "Get me out of this trunk. I got to get out of here because y'all just doing the most." Now, Georgia has no intention of talking to Charlie, but Amira wants them to be able to clear the air because they want everybody to be able to be at the table together, to have a good time, to be on one accord tonight, okay? So Amira calls, Georgia to go downstairs, to meet with Charlie. Kevin is outside with Charlie. So, Georgia did not want to go, but she goes. As soon as she comes out there, here we go. "I'm sorry for our fight. I'm sorry for what I said. I shouldn't have said it." He gives Georgia a hug. "Are we good?" Now, here's the thing, Charlie. This may have worked if you didn't pull that stunt back at Gia's home when you disrespected Riley. And told Georgia and Shy that the only reason that you apologized was to appease Riley. So you think you're going to come over?
Which was messy.
It was so messy. But then you're going to come over here and give this half-ass apology to Georgia, a rushed apology, and then hug her and say, "Are we good?" Georgia did not give him a hug back. In fact, Georgia said, "Well, here's the thing. Some irreparable things were said on both sides that we cannot change. And this situation cannot be changed." Georgia brings up that, "I'm not the only one that has an issue with you. Riley has an issue with you, Ariana, Hudson." And so Amira got a little upset because Amira's plan was for Georgia to come down and express how she felt and to kind of move forward and get this apology. But Georgia not with the fake in the bull. She said, "We're going to deal with this. And you want to talk about this? Let's talk about it. Let's deal with it. Because I'm not the only one that he has offended. He has offended everyone in this group." Okay? Well, yet again, Charlie wasn't hearing nor wanted to take accountability for what he's done in this group. So he walked away and went off. And so Georgia went on about her business and went back upstairs, okay? When Georgia and Imar walks in, everybody checks on Georgia, asks how she's feeling, and she's over it, okay? She's done. She's had enough for the night. Now, Charlie said that, he feels uncomfortable. He doesn't want to stay. He wants to leave. If this was something that his mom was doing, he wouldn't even stay for his mama, okay? And I think I said this on our podcast before. Somebody that don't respect their mama ain't going to respect nobody else. Now, they're at the table. And Amari comes back upstairs, with Georgia. And Georgia expresses that Amari was mad because Georgia expressed to Charlie how everyone here is in their feelings, in regards to what Charlie has done. And so Gia felt like it was her position to step up and say, she feels that Charlie should still stay and have a good time. And she feels that Georgia is wrong for flipping out on Charlie. And so Riley said, "Well, hold up, wait a minute. Let's break this down for a second. Gia, if Charlie said that he was going to slap you in the face, if you were a man, Christian, how would you handle that?" Which was Gia's boyfriend. And Christian said, "I will slap him." Riley said, "Oh, okay, I just want to make sure we all on the same page. Because what are we talking about? What you mean you want me to forgive this man and sit at a table with him and kumbaya with him after he threatened to slap me if I was a man?" So Charlie comes upstairs. He finally decides to man up and come to the dinner. And so he sits by sits by Brooks and said, Brooks said, "Oh, I miss you, Charlie. Welcome back." And so Georgia is like, this is some BS. All of these people have expressed their issues with Charlie, how he's disrespected them, their sister, they whoever. But we still sit here kikiing and he-heing like this man has done nothing wrong to anybody. So, you know, Ariana says, Charlie, look. Takes a picture with Charlie Brooks. And that just sent Georgia over the edge, okay? Because Georgia's like,
lost it
in the car, talking about how he's disrespected us, mistreated us. He said he wanted to sleep with your girl. He talked about you and said how he wanted to go down the alley and fight you. He disrespected your sister. I mean, he has disrespected everybody. And Georgia is not understanding why everybody is coming in with this kumbaya like he's done nothing wrong. Well, Chloe says she was sick of the drama, so she went to go get the magic trick man. So the magic trick man came, he did his little tricks, and after that, Georgia was still in her feelings. So she's talking to Riley about how she feels. And so Hudson, sir, now this threw me back a little bit because you're supposed to be the respectful one. You don't need to be hollering at the women. But Hudson says, well, if you're going to talk about it, talk out loud. Don't be mumbling under your voice. And so then Ariana jumps into it and she said, yes, I have a problem with Charlie, but I'm not going to sit up here and, you know, not talk to him and blah, 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 blah. So they go back and forth. Riley starts and jumps into it. Was just a whole hot mess. Okay. And so that's going to lead us into episode 7, which drops today on Bravo and tomorrow on Peacock. So make sure you check that out. So your final thoughts and opinions on
that dinner was a hot, stinking, filthy, nasty mess.
Baby.
It was a hot, stinking, filthy, nasty mess. I knew the conversation with Georgia and Charlie wasn't going to go well, right? Because I knew she was already on one, right? So, but my thing is, I'm of the mindset of, why am I inviting people that we don't want here? If all of us don't want Charlie here, I'm not one to be bringing somebody so they could get beat down or get confronted by the group. I don't do stuff like that.
Right.
Like, even with my book club, if stuff start to get crazy, I'll be like, deuces, y'all, I'm out. Because I'm just not that girl that's going to be doing that and having people feel a certain kind of way and having it be, I don't care how I feel about you. I don't think it should ever be a situation where it's 10 against 1. It just don't make sense. I'm also not that person that I'm going to keep beating you down for the same mistake, because at the end of the day, although our mistakes may be different, everybody makes them. He's in a bad space right now. The man is 30. He's feeling a certain kind of way. Like, I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not achieving nothing. And then now he's amongst a group of people that are younger than him that, you know, are in their prime and they got dreams and they got this. And I'm not making excuses for him, but, you know, that's part of a lot was going on top of the fact that he didn't know how to adjust to his parents' adversities, where you got Ariana, who been through all she been through with her parents, and they stole her money, and she still adjusted, right? And maybe her adjustment came a little easier for her because she has a very supportive partner who has money. Okay, so money. People say money is evil, but money solves things, right? And it makes life easier. And so she's out here in New York in this beautiful $10,000 a month apartment. And 90% of it is because her boyfriend got money. It's just a point blank in a period. So her life is a little different. But, Charlie, I don't think it's so much the money thing. I think it's him beating himself up for where he stands in life at this moment in comparison to his age, and not even really in comparison to anybody else. That's a Charlie thing, and he needs to get over and try to fix it. So that's the part I didn't like about it. And although they wasn't, because we got to remember they're young, although they wasn't expressing it well, I think that's Gio's point. Like, okay, we got to move forward because the man is here. Like, why invite somebody? He should have never, if everybody was feeling a kind of way about Charlie, then don't invite him, especially because it's a birthday gathering. So it was messy. And just because I don't like you, now I got to sit here and be hating on you. We at dinner together. We're a friend group. I'm taking the picture. You about to be in it. Yeah, I'm be like, go ahead, Royaire. Come on, turn around. I ain't gotta love you, but I could be cordial with it. I'm not one to even go on a group setting. If when they call me, they be like, so they say, oh, Gina's coming, and I don't like Gina, I'll be like, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to keep going to things and Gina's going to be there and I'm going to have to turn up my nose and act crazy because that's not what I want to do with my life and that's not who I am. But I can always pivot. I'm a pivot girl. I can pivot and get along with you for the cause of the greater good. This is our mutual friend birthday and I could work with it, right? Mm-hmm. So the thing got real messy. And I do understand that. That's not to say that I understand all sides. I understand Riley in Georgia too, because it's like, okay, now y'all being phony. We was all in the car talking about we gonna do this, and when we see him, we gonna talk about it, and we gonna handle it, right? And then now everybody is acting as if like this didn't happen. Yeah, Gia was on. She was flip flopping.
Mm-hmm.
She was flip flopping, right? So it's just messy. And Gia was in the car on the ride there. She was kind of hyping, Charlie up a little bit, talking about you got to confront it. You got to tell him to shut the F up. You got to tell him that's who you are. So that's why Gia, it was just, the whole thing was messy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see how this thing all pans out. Yeah. But it's a hot stinking mess where everybody just was in their feels. And when everybody's in their feelings, stuff just don't go right from there anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a shocker, but I'm kind of leaning on Georgia's side. After you done threatened to slap me and put your hands on me, it's up and stuck every single time. And
why agree to go? Not to cut you off, Royaire. Why agree to go places where this person is going to be, and you done with them?
Because she need the check.
I see, and I'm gonna do. And on that note, I would do a Brit eating.
But here's my thing as well. Don't sit in the car with me and talk about how you dislike this person and you not cool with this person and all of this stuff. And then when we get around this person, let's take a picture together. Let's chit. Like for me, this is just for me. For me,
I won't feel a kind of way.
I can't do that. That's fake. It's fake. Because you can talk about them behind their back, but then when you get in their face, we all cool and kumbaya and all of this. No. And then later on, I'm sure later on in the episode, then you're going to be pissed at Charlie again. Ariana, you got to pick a side and stay on it. If you're going to be cool with this man or you not, because that's the exact thing Charlie is going to say. Y'all were just cool with me. Now you flipping back on the other side again. No, stay consistent. And that's one thing I will say about Georgia. She's consistent. If she don't rock with you, she don't rock with you. And she let it be what it's going to be. The same with Riley. Riley is the same way. I don't see Riley over here trying to make small talk conversation with this man who disrespected her racially. No, it would be all bits is all. Now I'm gonna be respectful. I'm not gonna say anything to you. I don't think that she should have had the conversation with him. I think Amari was out of pocket and out of line. Let's all go to dinner and let's just we don't need to talk about this. If this night is about Brooks and Brooks alone, we should have left this alone. We shouldn't have had no conversations. If Charlie wasn't mature enough to come up here on his own without a conversation, that's on Charlie. But don't drag me into this, piss me off. And then when I come up here pissed off, be mad because I ruined the dinner. No, y'all ruined the dinner. Y'all wanted me to talk to this man. I went and talked to him. He gave me this fake apology and still disrespected me. It's up and stuck every time. Every single time. You threatened to put your hands on me if I was a boy, meaning you would still do it regardless. I really do think you would. Because if the cameras wasn't watching, what would you have done? Because if you're bold enough to say it, what won't you do? It would have been up and stuck every single time. Because Christian said, oh, I'm going to slap you. Christian said it himself. I would have been like, Babe Gia, you need to pipe down. This ain't the move. I understand, that Charlie has all of these issues and stuff. But as you said, if Ariana at 21 has ever had all of this stuff happen to her, she's broke and she's in a good space. Charlie is 30. Your daddy's still taking care of you. It's no reason that you can't go get your life together. None. You are with 20-year-olds who are more mature than you. As Riley said, he's 30. Get the F out of here with that mess. That's exactly what Riley said. Hanging with a bunch of 20-year-olds. Goodbye.
Wow. Child.
I don't have no grace for him.
It was messy. It was messy. It was bad.
All the grace went out of the door for him when he disrespected Riley, when he threatened to slap Georgia, when you was constantly making inappropriate passes at Chloe after Brooks begged you. Brooks wasn't even firm about asking you. Can you please not talk about my sister? Like, no, sir. You have done way too much for me to give you any grace at this point. All of the grace is gone. You need to man up and go get you some therapy and figure out your mommy and daddy issues. All the way. But that was our recap of episode 6 of Next Gen NYC. I love it when we have healthy disagreements. It's the best.
Oh God. I just go quietly back. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love it. But it's really sad. Like, for these children, like, these are kids in their 20s. You're 30, sir. 30.
Yeah.
And you're whining and complaining over a speaker. I had to turn on my laptop to listen to music. Like, boy, bye. Boy, bye. So, Auntie, well, yes, everyone who is watching, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for subscribing. At the end of each episode, we ask for your ratings on the episode on a scale of 1 to 10. Please leave your ratings down below. And if you're not watching the show, leave your ratings on our review, on our recap. Let us know what you thought about our recap, and we'll add that into the show as well. So, Auntie, your final thoughts and opinions and your rating.
I loved it. Look at K Mocha, you helping me out. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 too. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. The show is everything to me. I love it. I'm cool. I'm not clearly saying, oh, I can't stand this one, or I don't like this one, or whatever the case may be. I just love it. I love the group. Yeah. I love the way they handle things. And I love how I don't feel like they're trying to be over the top and manufacture drama. I feel like everything that happened and is real to them, and they serious about it. Yes. And like I said, I got all sides from that dinner table. I got all sides. Like, because I would have been saying, like, well, dang, y'all being phony. Wasn't y'all just in the car saying X, Y, Z? So but I also get like, I'm gonna just chill with whatever. We having a good time. It's his birthday. I'm a chill. So I get it all the way around. But what I really get and what I really love is the fact that they're not making anything up. They're just doing it.
Yes, this is not manufactured. This ain't no petty stuff that produces. These are real situations that people really actually are in real life. Like, this is so good. It's so good.
It's really good. So I'm just loving it all the way around. I have no complaint.
Yes, I'm giving it a 9 with Raheem. It was an excellent episode. So good. So good. I mean, the people are clocking in and doing their jobs, okay?
Yes, they are.
The people are they keeping the storylines rolling. The mamas is coming through. The parents are doing their due diligence. I mean, everybody is truly playing their roles in this show. So I'm giving it a 9. It is really good, and I'm truly enjoying it. Kyle says, I don't need to be cool with someone to be in their presence. They can be there and they can be there, but they ain't there to me. Okay. And that's how I am. That's how I am as well. We could be in the same room, but I'm not taking pictures with you. I'm not kikiing and hee-heeing with you. No, you're just here.
And we're in the same. You know what? And I could feel that concept too.
Yeah.
I could feel that concept too. Yeah.
It was definitely because it's just like if we were in a room, if we had a fallout with somebody, and then we go in a room together, and then you go over like, hey, you snap. I'm gonna look at you like, Diva, what the hell going on? walk in here and was like, we don't rock with them like that.
Like, you like, what you doing? What you doing? No, I hear you.
Side eye you for sure. Like, okay, you know, we may have to have a little conversation later, you know, so we can still make sure we're on the same page. No, but yeah, I mean, I can definitely exist in a room with somebody that I don't get along with. I can definitely do that. But the kiki and the hee and the stuff, I can speak. I can say hello. I can say hello. You know, but it's going to be the very basic stuff. Like we not taking pictures, because who's to say that you're not going to take that picture and try to be like, oh, me and my bestie, like, no, you will get no opportunity to try to play me like we cool. No.
Oh God, that's funny. That's hilarious.
And I think more so because I have been in situations like that before, which was like, it was a red flag to me. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving that they are just being themselves, and you can tell that they're not trying to come on here and flaunt like I got a bunch of money and I'm living this big lavish life. They are just living the lives that they live. So this is a great show. Shout out to Bravo. Y'all did it with this one. Y'all did it with this one. This was really, really good. Well, everyone, like we said, episode 7 will be dropping tonight on Bravo, and then it will be out on Peacock tomorrow on Wednesday in the morning. So make sure you catch up on episode 7, and then we'll recap that this week as well. Part 2 reunion of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We will recap next Sunday. Hopefully it'll be a lot better than part 1 was. If you missed our recap of part 1, go back and watch it on either of our channels. It is up and ready for you to watch. Join Diva tonight for trending topics around 8:30. Turn on your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. Anything you got before we head out?
No.
Oh, girl, I seen that Diddy enrolled in rehab and are doing a drug little situation.
You know what? You listen. You know what, Royaire? Honestly, it was a smart thing for him to do. It was a smart thing for him to do, because listen, when he tried to get out, awaiting his trial, they was like, no, sir, you got DV issues.
Right.
Put you back out on these streets. So it's smart to say, because you figure from now, July, August, September, right? October. I mean, he'll be maybe 2 months and change into his program, but it'll be showing good faith. Like, yeah, I know I got these problems, and I'm in the programs up in there in the Metropolitan Detention Center out there in Brooklyn.
See, he should have started this though when he first got in there. Then he would have had it. To me, he would have had a better chance of getting out maybe until the sentencing time came. But from what I hear, I just don't hear that he's done anything to help himself since being in there, other than your attorneys trying to get you out. So it would have been a better look to probably start this stuff in advance, maybe, don't you think?
No, it definitely would have. But I think what happened was he was so nervous, and sometimes you can't see past one situation. Like I can't work on that because I got to be focused on this, right? Yeah. I couldn't imagine. You figure at the end of the day, he was fighting for his life. Okay, I never forget when R. Kelly was like, "I'm fighting for my life." For my life, Kel. It's my life. But did he know he was literally fighting for his life, because he could have ended up with life in prison. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I do get it. And he should have started, but they may have came back with a negative report because he might not have been as focused, because he was so, focused on trying to beat these charges or whatever. So at least he's in it now. It's better late than never. And, that's what it is.
Yes. Okay. Listen, last announcement before we go. To the individual that stole Beyonce's laptop and junk drives. I believe I announced this yesterday. I'm going to announce it today. I believe I gave you 48 hours yesterday. We are down to 24 hours. That these items need to be returned, untouched and unsealed, to Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter's team. Okay? Now, a warrant has been issued for your arrest, but I'm sure that if you go ahead and turn this stuff over, that because Beyonce has such a nice, generous heart,
Oh my
And she
God.
will go light on you in the lifetime sentence that you really deserve. Okay? A lifetime. Okay? You holding up our tour future dates. You're holding up our music that has been unreleased, our choreography moves, and our visuals, sir. Let them go and get them back to Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter's team in one piece. Please and thank you. Anything else?
No, we good. I'll fool with you and Beyonce. You already know that.
Listen, leave us alone. I told you when I get invited, I'm gonna leave you out in the hallway because you be playing.
You gonna have to.
You can be out in the hallway standing next to Julius, her security guard. No, but we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for coming through and smiling and laughing with us for a little over an hour. We truly appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button on both channels. Make sure you subscribe to Chronicles of the Gray Head Diva and Royaire's World, and your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. Join Diva tonight for trending topics. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we will catch y'all later. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Royaire's World.